You go to see Christopher Nolan film. What is it you are looking forward to? Is it the big budget practical effects or the complex storyline? Maybe it's incredible score or the versatile cinematography. But for me, I look forward to all those elements. But one that stands out overall of the others is approach to build a scene and how it plays out with the entirety of the film. Lee Smith is a master at pacing from immersive action scenes to calm flashbacks. The timing of how those elements plays out works perfectly.
It's completely fucked because nobody believes you.
Well, my job as predominantly a feature film editor is to, first of all, read the script that the director's intending to make and see if there's anything in there that I want to pass on comment-wise as far as how it reads. And then basically be there for the entire time of the shoot. And again, you know, it's basically my responsibility to keep up with the camera, make sure that you're editing each sequence as best as you can. I mean, everything's shot out of order, but you do what you can. Make sure it makes sense and make sure you've got the coverage to do whatever you might want to do with it.
This is suspense. We, as the audience, have enough information to figure out to what might happen next. Just like old master Alfred Hitchcock.
Take a run at it!
Lee Smith uses suspense throughout his film. If you watch Dunkirk carefully, you will notice there are three timelines which takes at different times and we as an audience don't even notice it. That is the power of Christopher Nolan and Lee Smith working together. One, where soldiers are stranded. Second, where fisherman goes to rescue the soldiers. And third, the dogfight in the air. What's interesting that editor Lee Smith intercuts the film and three stories in the way that we feel they are happening at the same time. He uses point of view and timed action to make us believe that. And that is why a film like Dunkirk is interesting to watch.
Because obviously on a feature film it's very expensive on a day-by-day shooting basis, and if there's something missing you better put your hand up or it's you know, $500,000 problem.
We all know what scene I am going to talk about, the Inception's gravity bending scene. For the first part of the scene, editor Lee Smith didn't do much because how mind-boggling was the scene, and you can see much clearly via the viewpoint of the room. But when they enter the hotel room, the edit becomes much faster because it was hard to shoot clearly in that room. Also, they used stunt doubles. That shows the understanding of the script from the point of view of the editor. If you look at the scene from Dark Knight, it plays more quietly. The only sound we hear are the bullets and some flares. There is nothing more than action. When it comes to the structuring and narrative, nothing comes close to the Lee Smith. Biggest thing I want to focus in on how two scenes build tension through the pacing.
Go, 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 go!
Dark Knight creates anxiety through wide gliding shots over the city, making characters seem isolated in dangerous situations. We get scale, scope, and story, understanding where things are happening and what characters are we following. It almost feels like a horror movie. Pacing is a key to fast-paced action to calm dramatic scenes, and Lee Smith does it well. Action, comedy, horror, and drama don't rely on flash and flare. They rely on pacing. So the next time you watch a movie, take a note of how you feel afterward. Did you feel rushed? Was it too slow? Did it feel like nothing happened? Sometimes the movie will have all of its ingredients, from great acting to great script, great cinematography to great visual effects. But without great editing and pacing, story is nothing.